Markets. That said, it's time for our favorite segment, D-Street Chatter. Nimesh Shah is just to help us out with what is he picking up. Nimesh, a quietest day of trade, but plenty happening from the broader markets. How are you reading it?
I think it's largely happening in the FMCG sector stocks, right? That's been the big leader of the pack today. And that's the reason why the Nifty is flat despite, not much happening otherwise in the overall market, so to speak. Even the flows are quite muted. And the only space which continues to see buying interest is the PSU basket. And there the sector rotation continues. So again, my sense is there is a bit of buying in select PSU stocks, especially the bank stocks, as well as the OMC. So that's from a flow perspective. But otherwise, it's been pretty much quiet. I guess the market lacks two things. One, important triggers, and also a bit of buying interest from the domestic mutual funds and insurance companies. That's been lacking in the last couple of days. From a trigger point of view, I guess the positive US-India deal could be a big trigger to watch out for. And of course, the earnings season where I guess for Q1 updates, the stocks are reacting as well. So that's something to track in the very near term. But from a flow perspective, it's quite muted with only selective buying in the PSU names.
Okay, all right. What about individual stocks, Nimesh? What are you picking up?
Well, a lot of individual stocks are buzzing in trade. So the first stock on my list is UPL. For the last couple of days, that stock has been buzzing. There has been buying interest back from larger HNIs, is what I understand in UPL. And the general sense is that Q1 could be quite strong as far as earnings are concerned. So that's the trigger there. The second stock is Dixon Technologies. We saw a large block last week where Motilal bought from the promoters. And since then, you've seen a bit of uptick as well in that particular stock. There is a very strong indication that maybe the company is going to announce a big tie-up with a global firm very soon. That's the trigger as far as Dixon is concerned. The third stock is Cyient Limited. Within the IT name, this is relatively underperformed, but I understand a leading domestic PMS has been an active buyer in Cyient of late. Remember, there is a change of guard as well in Cyient. So potentially, what's the strategy going to be? That's going to be key for Cyient in the very near term. And the last is Uptown. We normally don't talk about this stock, but big mover in the last few days. In fact, if you look at the 1 week chart, the stock is almost rallied 35–40%. And again, there is an anticipation of a corporate development in Uptown very soon.
Okay, all right. Nimesh, thanks very much for that. Interesting list of stocks as always. And we'll keep a track of some of these names. Well, I think Mitesh is